Hey, what's up, traders? This is the watch list video for Tuesday, February 1st. So January's in the books. I'm showing you the SPY daily chart, and it's one of the tough, excuse me, a frog in my throat, one of the tougher days I've had trying to put together a watch list video because the overall market controls most stocks, right? So you had this big sell-off. Then you had like a week of just kind of a big range, like a $10 or $15 range for the SPY chopping. Which gave some decent setups. And now you've had a 2-day run on the SPY of over like $20 in 2 days up into the following 20 days. So, it feels bullish out there because Apple's made a big move and the market's had a really nice bounce. But a lot of charts look the same. And I don't really like calling a potential long on, say, an individual stock that's run for a couple days. So a lot of stocks look like this. And, it's something to keep in mind. A couple highlights from today, if you weren't in chat. Bed Bath & Beyond might have, no I don't, I thought I had after hours on you. Bed Bath & Beyond probably looked about like this when I mentioned the opening range breakout idea. This is the opening 5-minute candle right here, topped at 1585. It was really strong yesterday. It was already on our watch list. So I really like the idea over the highs. We had Friday's high above as a potential catalyst. And there's a high of day break, and it just never looked back. So that's a pretty neat little trade there. And another one, AMD. Well, no, never mind. It's not great. It was inside fives, but it really didn't go that far and chopped around. But I do want to give Nicholas a hat tip for KSCP over 20, and I'll show you what it looked like here. Let's go to 2-minute candles. Gives you a much better picture. All right, so on 2-minute candles, we had it on gap watch, right? And it pierced 20, then put in a lower high right at 20, another lower high, again, using 2-minute candles. Nicholas' idea back through 20, knowing that the high of day was only 22 cents above, and man, it ripped, halted, and then ripped again. And before it came back to the entry, it went to 24.67. Eventually went even higher, but the entry here topped out, and that's why you'll see on the highlight page that it topped out at 24.67, even though it went higher because it came back to the entry after that. And we teach people to scale out into strength and go to a break-even stop once you've done that. So anyway, really nice heads up by Nicholas. So there's a couple highlights from today. I also want to show this because I like to highlight what Wayne does. He makes some really, really good trades. KSCP grabbed at 24. And let me show you that. You see it, he's got it on a chart there with KSCP. Already had it on watch there. You can kind of see the cup and handle, right? I did put the cup and handle alert in chat, but I didn't give an entry idea. So there's the high, there's your cup, there's your handle. Wayne grabbed this through 24. So different than Nicholas's idea. So there's two different ideas in the room. The cup and handle entry. So through 24 and his best sell that I see on there, 26. Nice grab by Wayne. And another one I pulled off his Twitter account, Spotify, grabbed at 183, and you can see his chart there kind of flagging in the opening 15 minutes. And as far as I can see, his best sell, 195, $12 a share in 1 day. Always impressive to me. I rarely pull that off. So a couple highlights from what Wayne did today. Speaking of Spotify, let's go to the watch list for tomorrow. I am going to keep this on watch. It had a big rip today, but went out at its high. So, maybe we get a follow through day. Again, it's one of those deals where it's already extended, so I kind of feel silly putting it on watch. But a lot of these are really beaten up, so they might have more in the bounce. GameStop, GME, I don't often have this on watch, but a few days ago, this thing ripped to 119, came back down, and is curling back up again. So, I don't know. I don't love it, but, you may have a double bottom here, and it may be up from here. I think there's a lot of shorts in the name, so I am going to put GME on my watch list. VCNX, strong day today and a strong close, and after hours it's holding up pretty well, so I'm going to watch that one tomorrow. MVIS, big volume day for this stock. You got to go back several months to see any kind of volume like this. Not a very pretty chart, but we'll see if it gives a follow-through day on today's nice move. PRVB, big move today, so it's certainly extended, but I'm going to put it on a chart. SIDU had this big rip 3 days ago. Now keep in mind, this big rip, I'll give you the numbers. It went from 804 to 1115, and it did that on 1 million, barely over 1 million shares. Then we had the quiet inside day. So I was watching it today. I did see a potential entry, and I looked, and it had traded like 12 shares on the day or something. So I don't really have much of an opinion on it because look at, I mean, today had a nice move. Today from 981 to 1136, nice move on 143,000 shares. So this is what we call stupid thin. If it gives a setup, it'll probably be one of the quiet entries that we don't even mention in chat. But if you see a setup, it might be worth a quiet entry, right? IINN gapped up today, and I'll show you 5-minute candles. It never came close to breaking its opening 5-minute high. Put in a lower high here, but we don't trade these, what we call a flag dragging on the ground when they break out of that because too many people are underwater, and you can see what happened. It rolled right back over, but a decent close, I suppose. And after hours, it's trading at 332. I think it hit 350 a little bit ago, so it does have potential for a follow-through day tomorrow. WISH, nothing real pretty here, but it's a really beaten up stock and starting to curl up. And then in after hours, they had some kind of news that right now it's trading at 284, almost got to 3. So we're going to watch that one tomorrow. CAPR had a nice rip, 5 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, and it's right back up to those recent highs. So want to watch that one. SDC, I think there's a lot of shorts in the name trying to form a bottom here. And lastly, I'm going to put KSS on bounce watch. It hasn't broken its early high in several days after what sounded like good news, about a week ago. So I'm going to put that on bounce watch. We'll add gappers to this list as well in the pre-market. And you know, it's kind of a dead afternoon. If you didn't catch one of those morning ideas, it became really tough to find an entry, and that's because the SPY was strong today. But if you look at it on an intraday basis, it was in a slow grind higher, right? So there's not a lot of individual stocks once you miss those morning entries that are making new clean setups. So, you know, keep that in mind. The morning entries are important. And I'm done babbling. I'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.